Scott Cook here with Flying Field Outfitters. Thought we'd talk the difference about some line tapers a little bit here real quick. Right here I've got the RIO Gold and the RIO Grand, both trout tapers, if you will. They are both the Elite, which does have the Connect Core Plus, which has limited stretch in the line, along with the Slick Cast, which is an additional coating, adds some slickness to the line for casting, less resistance on your guides as it's shooting. It's also got the high float on the tip. So the difference mainly I want to talk to you about is kind of about the two tapers, and on the back of them they have great descriptions. It's on our website, it's also on Rio's website there, but if you look at the kind of descriptions of the lines themselves, you can see the differences in the heads. There's a front taper, a rear taper, and the body of the line, and then the running line. On the RIO Gold, for example, it has a 47-foot head length, and on the RIO Grand it has a 38-foot head length. The Grand is a bump, meaning that it's if it's marked as a 5-weight, it's actually a 6-weight. It's a 1 bump, and it has a more aggressive taper on the front end of it. So basically what happens is that it's going to load at shorter distances and shorter casts, but in longer distances it's going to have a tendency to hit the water a little bit hard on that front. Taper is going to come down and maybe slap the water a little bit. Not as much of a presentation line, but great for fast action rods, indicators, streamers, and some bigger dry flies, turning flies over into the wind and stuff like that. Wouldn't really consider the RIO Grand much of a presentation line. The RIO Gold is probably our all-around everything line. It does have a 47-foot overall head, and the front part of that head, the taper of the front of that, is more of a gradual taper, and this is our all-around everyday line. It's still a good dry fly line, good nymphing line. It can kind of do everything, both with fast action and mid-action rods. A couple of our best-selling lines down here at Flying Field. Just thought we'd show you a couple of the ins and outs. Come down, chat with the boys about it down here, and we'll show you kind of some of the differences and match you up with your rod, because what rod you have, what style of rod you have, and everything can determine a lot of what lines we're going to want to put on it and how you're going to use it. Thanks for tuning in.